Hello and hi, my name is Nur Shalia binti Ramli. My register number is 06DKA20F1065.
Hi, my name is Nofar Zafira binti Zafar Surah. My matrix number is 06DKA20F1068.
I'm Shuhada Najia binti Nur Kamal. My register number is 06DKA20F1067.
In this presentation, I will explain about introduction. First, about background. This assignment is to estimate the volume of traffic on the link of the network and possibility the turning movement at intersection. To furnish estimate of the travel cost between trip origins and destination for use in the trip distribution. Besides that, it is capture data that accurately reflects the real-world traffic situation in the area. It may be counting the number of the vehicles using a route and collecting journey time information. Next is problem statement. This problem in this assignment is road traffic accident lead to injuries and deaths, affecting individual, family, and communities. More than half of all road traffic that usually involve a dog. A lot of the traffic happen at the various points of the location, such as in the cross section, T-junction, Y-junction, and mid block. When the total vehicles increase, it may contribute to higher potential of traffic conflict due to interaction among road users. Case of this, day by day, the rate of the accident is increasing if this problem not take an action to settle down. Next is objective. The main objective for this assignment is to determine the traffic volume and type at the unsigned cross junction. Traffic volume is defined as the number of the vehicle crossing at the section of road per unit time at any selection period. Next is to design a two-phase traffic light control junction. Two-phase system is usually adopted if through traffic is significant compared to the turning movement. Lastly is to propose appropriate traffic management technique at the cross junction. A traffic management plan is prepared in advance of the road works to provide a better traffic control for both driver and pedestrian, a safer environment for workers on the site, and most importantly, inflation plan. Lastly is limitation. Rate limiting is used to control the amount of incoming and outgoing traffic to all from a network. The speed limit for vehicles are as follows. Expressway 110 km/h, Federal Road and State Road is 19 km/h or 60 km/h in the town area. The speed limit for heavy vehicles is Expressway 18 to 19 km/h and Federal and State Road is 7 to 18 km/h, and lastly is 60 km/h in urban areas.
Next, I will explain 2.0 literature review. 2.1 Road accident and traffic management. Road accidents yang first, road accident are causes mainly by driver behavior and personal characteristics. Second, another cause of accident is overloading, which describe a vehicle that carry more than its design capacity. Usually, those load can be passenger or a cargo. It is considered a traffic violation since it imposes a high risk not just to the driver but also to other passengers. Mainly, if used as a transportation mode. Third, most reported pedestrian vehicle accidents to caused by heavy vehicles, drunk driver, and pedestrian themselves and others. Next, weather is one of the non-human factors but cause traffic accidents. During the rainy season, the number of pedestrian and driver casualties is frequent because they become less patient and more likely to violate some traffic rules since the environmental condition is unfavorable. During raining weather, the driver visibility reduces, resulting in lower cognitive response to road sign and late reaction time. Also, it needs to have a longer braking distance since the road condition is poor. Roadway factors such as terrain, surface type, road type, road section type, element, grade, and traffic control significantly caution crash fatality. Lastly, other factors such as geographic locations, time of the accidents, and environment can determine traffic safety.
Traffic management. Traffic management refers to the combination of measures that serve to preserve traffic capacity and improve the security, safety, and reliability of the overall road transport system. These measures make use of ITS system, service and project in day-to-day operations that impact on the road network performance.
2.2 Type of conflict at cross junction. First, sequential. Second, diverging. Third, merging. And lastly, crossing.
Okay, first I will explain about technique in reducing conflict at cross junction. A traffic conflict occurs when two or more road users are on a collision course and risk colliding, crashing with each other if one of the road users does not change their movement. As an example of a traffic conflict, visualize a pedestrian stepping out into the road in order to cross the road. When stepping into the road, the pedestrian steps into the path of an oncoming vehicle. To avoid hitting the pedestrian, the approaching vehicle must slam on the brakes. The vehicle changes its movement to prevent the crash. If the vehicle did not slam on the brakes, the vehicle would have hit the pedestrian, causing of collision and crash. Okay, next is traffic control device at cross junction. Traffic control device direct guide and inform driver by offering visual or tactical indicators. Device fall into four main categories: sign, signal, road design and marking, and barriers of channelizer. Public road use a wide selection of traffic control tools which can be adapted to small facilities. However, on public road, driver focus tends to be on sign and signal. In smaller facilities, pavement making and barriers may take a greater share of the load. Traffic signal in yellow, red and green are ubiquitous items in the traffic control landscape. To the standard tree light may be added lane indicator and other individual lane marking. Road marking like line and arrow are used to mark correct legal usage of road surface. They include stop lines, line markers, turn lane arrow and more. Next is road users safety at junction. Most accidents involving vulnerable road user in urban areas occur at the junction where they compete for road space and priority with motorized vehicle. The potential saving is in casualties that could be achievement through the development of innovative junction design techniques are substantial. At the highest level is sustainable prevention of serious injury and death crashes with sustainable requiring all key result area to be considered. The second level is real-time risk reduction, which involves providing user at several risks with a specific warning to enable them to take mitigating action. The third level is about reducing the crash risk, which involving applying the road design standard and guidelines, improving driver behavior and enforcement.
Next is methodology. First of all, we choose our location at Sungai Pelik, nearby my house. This is the location plan. Next is intersection volume traffic study. This is the data that we carried from the location plan. We are taking for 5 minutes by 5 minutes for 1 hour, and we taking for types of vehicles, which is passenger car, motorcycle, light van, medium lorry, heavy lorry, and also bus. And the final result, we carried 423 vehicles for 1 hour at the location plan. We are also taking data for the pedestrian and bicycle volume study. And this is the final data that we get it, which is 41 for 1 hour. Last but not least, I will explain about counting technique. The purpose classify traffic volume count is to draw the inference on the basis of the data collected to provide possible solution and improvement suggestion for the problem identified. The objective covered includes identify the hour distribution of the vehicles and peak hours, identify level of the service and compare model composite on different hierarchy of route. First of all, we have to checking the efficient saturation of the road network by comparing current traffic volume with the calculated capacity or by identifying level of service. Next is establish the use of the road network by vehicles of the different categories, traffic distribution, and PCU or vehicles value. Lastly is need to or median shifting or road widening.
4.0 Finding and Discussion. 4.1 Traffic Intersection Volume. After get the data, we need to do the graph, a bar chart type of vehicle versus frequently. A passenger car, we got 259, motorcycle 119, light van 17, medium lorry 15, and heavy lorry 10. Lastest, bus, we got 3. After that, we do the line graph, PCU volume versus time. 4.2 Pedestrian and bicyclist count. First, do the observation for 1 hour at peak hour, and convert the vehicle in every 5 minutes interval. Second, record the data and capture it. Lastly, do analysis data. 4.3 Through presses traffic light circulations, press an indication show to the particular traffic or pedestrian link. Each press at a junction exists as an electrical circuit from the controller and feed one or more signal head. A press can apply to a single aspect, filter or any negative arrow, a two-aspect head, pedestrian, or and three-aspect head, red, amber, green, where the green could be directional arrow. Traffic light change their color in the same order every time. Red light on, this tell driver to stop. Green light on, this means the driver can start driving or keeping driving. And lastly, yellow light on, this tell driver to stop when it is safe to, because the light is about to turn red. There's two diagrams, which is passing and movement diagram.
Okay, now I will present about conclusion and recommendation. First is a new intersection design. The diverging diamond interchange create design ramp that gradually direct car to veer left to right without ever requiring them to cross in front of ongoing traffic. Though it might look complicated, it's actually a simple concept and it's working. In the recent study comparing crash data from before and after a series of intersections were converted to the new design, research found that overall crash were reduced by 33%, while crashing that result injury were reduced by 41%. Next conclusion and recommendation is traffic management technique at the cross junction. Active traffic management is a method of the increasing peak capacity and making traffic flow more efficient and smooth flowing on busy roadways. Common techniques include DMS, variable speed limit, hard shoulder running, ramp materialing, and so on. In the event of incident occurring, the control center operator and automatic system can change sign to alert road user from emergency service and open the closed lane to keep traffic flowing and minimize delay. Okay, for the last one, I will explain about maintenance at intersection. An essential part of intersection real estate platform in providing a vertically integrated operation in the repair and maintenance (R&M) service division. The decision ensure that tenant satisfaction, asset preservation, safety, and crowd appeal are top priorities. Intersections R&M technicians collaborate with property managers, brokers, and owners alike to gain a better understanding of the client asset. Consequently, the relationship management lead to increased efficiency and reduce risk. Where hundreds of people come together to build diverse projects for the benefit of their communities and to take back their street via a process known as the intersection repair. This involves painting streets and high visibility mural creates a public square for residents to gather and one which gently encourage driver to slow down when approaching this space. So that's all from me and my group. Thank you so much.